we can continue the discussion on pointers to arrays. Okay, pointers to arrays means, suppose we are declaring an array. Here consider the example int array of 10. Then while declaring an array of 10, the array name, that is ARR, itself denotes the base address. That means there is a starting address of the first element of the array. That means the base address, it is considered as a pointer. So the array name itself is considered as a pointer. Okay. See this example. We have declared int array of 10. So this is the array. The array name is ARR. And the array indices are from 0 to 9. And here 10 elements, 10, 34, 25, 23, 12, 9, 80, 6, 45, 80. And what is the base address? Here 1000 is the base address. That is the address of first element of the array. So ARR, the array name ARR means it is the base address 1000. Okay. Then what is the address of second element? It is 1000 plus 4. It is 1004. Next, the address of element 2, A2 is 1004. That is 1004 plus 4. Next, 1008 plus 4. Since this is in hexadecimal, that's why 8 plus 4, it is 12. 12, its corresponding hexadecimal character is C. That's why 100C. Okay. Plus 4. 1010. Clear? Similarly, 1014, 1018, 1C, 2024. Clear? So this base address means it is the address of first element. First element. Who is the first element? That is address of ARR of 0. Clear? So base address means the variable name only. Okay, without index. That denotes the base address. So here the base address is 1000. In this example, the base address is 1000. That is the address of the first element of this array. That is address of ARR of 0. Now we can see an example program. Okay. So first line, int data of 5 is equal to 24, 12, 56, 25, 8. What is this? This is an array initialization, one-dimensional array initialization. So the array name is data. Okay. So the variable name, the identifier data indicates pointer to this array. Then I am using an index variable I, a variable I to denote the index. Then int star p, I am considering a pointer variable. Okay. So here p is equal to data. That is, I have the base address of this array in variable data. Since data is an array, so data, the variable data indicates that's a pointer. Clear? So p is equal to data. Suppose this is not an array, then we have to write it as ampersand data. Okay. So here p is equal to data means there is the base address of this array is assigned to the pointer variable, integer pointer variable p. So this is same as address of. If we are giving the ampersand, we have to write like this: address of data of 0. Okay, both are same. Address of data of 0 and data, both are same. So p is assigned with the base address of the array. Okay. Now I am printing the elements of the array using indices. See, printing the array elements using indices. That is for I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, printf %d data 5. There is no doubt. Okay. We have seen many examples for printing the array elements. Next, I am going to print the array elements using the base pointer. See, I is equal to 0. This int is not necessary here because I is already declared here. So I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. See this, star within bracket data plus I. What will be star of data? It will access the value contained in the memory location pointed by data. Okay, so I'm writing here, star of data will access the contents of memory location pointed by data. Okay, so what is the memory location pointed by data? In this example, suppose we are replacing ARR. This is ARR, not A, or okay, we can write it as A. A of, or the base address A, A. Okay, so here we use the variable name as data instead of A, and suppose the array is same, then the base address is 1000. Then what does this one mean? Star data. Star data will access the contents of memory location pointed by data. Suppose the base address is 1000. Okay, here in this example the base address is 1000. So star A, here star A will denote 10. Okay, there is star A. A contains the memory location address 1000. Then star A will access the contents of memory location 1000. Okay, so star A is equal to 10. That's why we have written like this, star data plus I. So during the first iteration I is 0, star data plus 0, that is star data. It will print the first element. Then during the next iteration I is equal to 1. So star data plus 1. What will be data plus 1? The address will be incremented by 4 because data is an integer pointer. Okay, so integer pointer, the pointer will be incremented by 4. Data plus 1 means the address will be incremented by 4. Okay, so during the next iteration it will print the contents of location 1004. Then I is equal to 2. The address will be incremented by again 4. So address will be 1008, etc., etc. So we can print the contents of array using base address like this, star data plus I. Okay, then again we are explicitly incrementing the address of memory location. There is we assign the base address to P, a pointer variable P, integer pointer variable P, and using that pointer variable we are printing the contents. See here, I is equal to 0. Again this int is not needed here. I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, printf contents of star P. So it will print the first element, right? Then P equal to P plus 1. That is, the address will be incremented by 4. That is, pointer is incremented by 1 means it will consider the type of that pointer variable. It is integer. So integer takes 4 bytes. So the address will be incremented by 4. Then during the next iteration, it will print the contents of 1004, etc. Okay. Clear? Yes. Then we can move on to call by reference in C. We already seen call by value in C there is a parameter passing mechanism, or there is a parameter passing method. Okay, there are two parameter passing methods in C. That is, first one is call by value and second one is call by reference. We have seen call by value in fourth module, and here we have to discuss about call by reference. That is based on pointers. That's why we are discussing this call by reference in fifth module. Okay. Then what is the definition? In call by reference method of passing arguments, the function copies the address of an actual argument into the formal parameter. In call by value, what will be happening in call by value? In call by value, a copy of the actual parameters are substituted for formal parameters. Okay, a copy of actual parameters are substituted for the formal parameters. But here, it directly copies the address of actual parameters or actual arguments into the formal parameters. It copies the address of actual parameters into the formal parameters. And inside the function, the address is used to access the actual arguments used in the call. So inside the function, it is accessing the address of actual arguments. Then, while accessing the address of actual arguments, whatever changes are made in the formal arguments, it will affect the actual argument, okay, actual parameters. That is, it means the changes made to the parameters inside the function will affect the passed argument. That means will affect the actual parameters also. Then how we can pass or how we can write functions to implement this pass by reference. In order to pass a value by reference, argument pointers are passed to the functions just like any other value. So here the arguments are written as pointers. The formal parameters are mentioned as pointers. That is, you need to declare the function parameters as pointer types. That is, to pass value by reference, argument pointers are. That is, argument pointers means the address of actual arguments are passed to the functions just like any other value. Okay. Then we can stop with this example. Here there is a function to swap. I have written the complete program here. Swap means the function to interchange two numbers or contents of two variables. Okay. That is to interchange the values of two variables. See, this is the function definition. It is interchanging the contents of two variables, so it doesn't return anything. That's why the return type is mentioned as void, and the function name is swap, and there are two parameters a and b. So these are two pointers. These two are mentioned as pointers, int star a and int star b. Then in main function, we have initialized two variables x and y. X is equal to 10 and y is equal to 20. Then we are printing the values of x and y before swap. So the values of x and y before swap is x is equal to, it will print 10, and y is equal to, it will print 20. Then we are calling swap, and there is no return value. That's why we are just calling the function swap, and we are passing the address of these variables to that function, because we are implementing call by reference. So in order to implement call by reference, the formal parameters are mentioned as pointer types, and in call we have to pass the address of variables, or we have to pass the addresses. Okay. Then the definition of swap function: swap int star a and int star b. Then we are using a temporary variable int temp. Temp is equal to star a is equal to star b, and star b is equal to temp. This is the statements to interchange two contents of two variables. Okay. Then this is interchanging the contents of two variables. So here we are passing the address of x and y to this dummies A and B. Okay. Then it is calling swap x and start ampersand x and ampersand y. That is, we are passing the address of x and y. Then after swapping, x will be 20 and y will be 10. Okay. So if you are asked to explain call by reference in C, you have to write these points and this example completely. Okay. So this will be the output. The values of x and y before swap, x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 20. The values of x and y after swap, x is equal to 20 and y is equal to 10. Okay. So this discussion about pointers we can stop here, and next video I will explain about using files in C. Okay, files in the sense data files in C.